Hi guys, I'm back. I know I haven't posted in such a long time. It's been literally a month from the last time I posted. I just got out of internship and I'm so tired. I haven't had coffee all day and I'm just sitting here in my car waiting. I forgot my laptop at home. So anyways, I'm gonna go to the library right now and go read a book because I have a paper due on Thursday and I haven't finished reading the book, and the book is, I still have like 300 pages to read and I'm like super tired, but I need to go get coffee first. I'm gonna go to Starbucks because I love Starbucks. So yeah, my birthday was last month, and honestly since my birthday I've been wanting to do a video on like not my life, but like how grateful I am of my life so far and all the things that I've accomplished till this year, like till now. So I'm gonna just talk a little bit about that. I'm not gonna make the video too long. And then I also had some requests on people wanting me to do a video on how to apply to USC. Oh, it's freaking hot. It was rainy and now it's freaking hot. On how to apply to USC, like for the master's program, and like the requirements and like what you need and stuff. And so I'll do that video on Wednesday and I'll upload them next week. I'll upload that one next week. But anyways, so like I was saying, I just had my birthday last month, September 16th, Mexican Independence Day, you know. And how do you call it? And then prior to that, I was at the library and I was talking to some lady, complete stranger. And she was saying, she was talking about her life and whatever. And then I was talking to her about like what I want to do with my life and stuff. And she just made me reflect on my life so much. Like now I'm just thinking like, damn, like I've accomplished so much in 26 years. Like as a little girl, like I still remember being in elementary school and everything, in middle school and high school. I never in a million years would have thought that at 26 I would be 1 year, not even a year, 7 months away from getting my master's in social work. Something I've always wanted to do. Oh, I think this car is waiting for me to get out, so let me get out. So like I was, oh, maybe not. So like I was saying, yeah, so I've never ever in a million years thought this would be happening to me now. The reason why is because when I was in elementary school, I was really bad at math. I'm gonna take it way back. So I didn't really like none of that stuff. I didn't like school. I wanted to be a teacher. That was like my thing. Like I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to be like Miss Hernandez, my second grade teacher. And yeah, so since I was little, I always wanted to be a teacher. Middle school, I was like, whatever, school. High school, I was like, ooh, I don't have a camera thingy to hold it, so I'm like improvising here. I don't even know where Starbucks is at. I don't even know how to get to Starbucks again. You know what, you guys, let me map course this really quick, and I'm gonna continue my story right now because I've been at this school for like 2 months already, and I still don't know how to get to library, and go to library twice a week. I still don't know how to get to library, I don't know how to get to Starbucks, I don't know how to get anywhere. I still have to map course to get here. See what I mean, you guys? I need to buy like a better camera and stuff. I've been thinking about that, so hopefully I start working this week, so hopefully my first paycheck I'll be able to buy a camera. Anyways, I'll be back because I need to map course so that how I'm going before I waste my gas. Back in high school, if you guys are true Mexicans and are true noveleros, you know that RBD, Rebelde, was like the shit back then, you know? So I was all obsessed with that novela. So I've never been the type of person to be shy, so I would, whatever. I was all into Rebelde. My folder was all Mia Colucci because I was obsessed with her, whatever. So then I had a girl, one of the girls, she was like, oh, come hang out with us. Like she was popular, you know? She was like the popular girls, and I'm still friends with her till this day. But she was like one of the popular girls, so she was like, oh, come hang out with us. And I'm like, oh my God, yes. I'm like, you're one of me. Like I want to hang out with you guys. Like, oh my God. So there I go, 10th grade, hanging out with them. I go to the table and I'm like, oh my God, yes, these are like my type of people, like girly, all into girly stuff, you know, blah, blah. So I started hanging out with them all of 10th grade. And then I felt cool because I was like, damn, these are the girls that everybody wants to like hang out with, and I'm hanging out with them. So then the bad thing to that was that so keep in mind that my freshman year and middle school years, I was an honor student. So all of middle school, I was high honors and honor student. Freshman year, I was an honor student. Come sophomore year, it was A's and B's. Once I started hanging out with these girls, what are A's and B's? I went down from A's to B's to B's to C's, from C's to F's, like not even a D, straight to F's. And mom was like, what's going on? What are you doing? How come you're getting bad grades and blah blah? Well, I didn't care for school anymore because I had my friends, you know, like people that I was hanging out with. So these girls corrupted me. Like, I'm not even kidding you. But it was like high school, like those last 3 years of my high school years were like, I'm not gonna say the best, but they were good years. So whatever. So then I would start ditching school. I wouldn't go to school. Okay, it all started in summer school. We were all in summer school. We had how to take summer school classes. And then I remember I was taking algebra. And then 2 of the girls were like, oh, we're not gonna go to school, we're gonna go to so-and-so's house. And I was like, okay, well, I'll see you guys after school because I'm gonna stay at school. She's like, no, come with us. And I remember I was like, oh, like, no, like, I've never ditched, I've never done this. Like, if I get caught, like, I'm gonna get in some deep like, no. She's like, come on, stop being a baby. So I the mensa, like my dad says, you get easily manipulated. I went with them. And I went and we ditched. I ditched and I was like, and I remember I was at their house and they were drinking Smirnoffs. And I was like, oh, they was like, get some. And I was like, no. And then there I go getting some. And then I was like, damn, I get so easily manipulated. And I still have those pictures from that day somewhere in my room. So that's where it all started. Summer school, ditching, and not going to class anymore, not doing my homework. So then we come back, yeah, it's already junior year. And they would ditch all the time. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Or they would come in late, or they would leave. I don't know. But yo iba de mensa con ellas, and I would do that. So I remember one time, I'm never gonna forget it. Me and my cousin went to my school too. We were the same year, but she's a couple months older than me.
Feet, turn left on Imperial Highway.
I need coffee first. See, but man, the chisme, I didn't even go to get my coffee. Where am I going to get coffee? There's a coffee bean somewhere around here. I'll go to coffee bean. So then, my cousin would ditch too. We would all ditch together. So there was this one time, my uncle,
turn left on
he
Imperial
came.
Highway.
Is that? Oh, yeah, it's right there. So my uncle was he's a year older than us. So when we were juniors, he was a senior. And when you're a senior, you're able to do, well, any year. I think senior year and senior year, you're able to like work at the office and like do the summons people out. So he would work at the attendance office. So he did a prank on us. Well, I didn't know it was a prank. And he wrote a letter saying that, oh, your son or daughter did not come to school on so and so date. My parents didn't know my parents didn't know that I would ditch school. Even though I almost got caught like 3 times, but I never got caught.
In 800
so
feet,
then
make a U-turn on your Belinda Boulevard.
So
then turn
my uncle
right.
did that joke or whatever, and then I remember that day we were going to my Nina's house, and we were on the free. My mom's like, oh, look, I got a letter from the school saying you didn't go to school on this day. What happened? Blah blah. And I was like, I don't know what we're talking about. I went to school. Why I went to school? Blah blah. So moral of the story is, I gave it and I was like, yes, I ditched. And then my mom was like, we were on the freeway and literally the car was just like, and just brake like this, and we all go like this, and my dad was driving and my mom was here, and they look back and they're like, what did you say? And then I was like, that I didn't go to school. She's like, what? And I was like, this was a joke and it turned out to be true. I can't believe it, blah blah blah. And I was like, but I'm like, damn, man, I'm like doomed. So my mom was like, ¿Sabes qué? I'm gonna go to school tomorrow and I'm gonna go see how many times you've been ditching. I can't believe it. This happened in November, I think. Oh, I don't know. But point is, I got grounded for like the whole rest of the semester. I wasn't able to go out at all, anywhere, nowhere, no school activities, no nothing. Because of that stupid prank. So moral of the story was, in high school I was such a bad bad student, like bad grade. I barely graduated because I didn't pass a stupid exit exam. Like, why the hell do you need to take a stupid exit exam that tells you if you know how to read and write and no math? I know how to read and write. I don't know math. So yeah. So I almost graduated. I barely graduated. I graduated with like a 2.7 GPA. I'm not ashamed to say it. And when I graduated,
turn right on Belinda Boulevard.
Everybody was like,
turn right on Imperial Highway.
I'm gonna say, I had a boyfriend, an ex-boyfriend that I was with him in high school, and he was super, super, super smart, right? And I'm gonna say why I have to say this part. He was like super smart kid. He had like a smart friend también, and we were together junior year, and then he broke up with me. I don't know why I forgot why he broke up with me, but whatever. He broke up with me. He ended up going to like a UC. I went to a Cal State, whatever. And his friends always thought, like, his friend that he went to UC with, he thought that like I was stupid, that I was dumb, because they were like, oh, like they looked at me like I was dumb. I could tell, like you could tell when somebody thinks you're dumb. Well, I'm not dumb, I'm smart, I'm just lazy. So whatever. Just keep these two kids in mind, okay? These two kids went to a UC. I went to a Cal State. I went to Cal State Dominguez Hills. I would get clowned on because I would go to Cal State Dominguez Hills. They would call it Cal State Dumb Dominguez Hills, and I'm like, whatever. So I went there after high school. Right after high school, I went there. I didn't want to go there. I wanted to go to Marinello. I wanted to go to beauty school because I love doing hair, but my mom said no. She didn't let me, so I had to go to Cal State. So I went to Cal State I was there for 5 years. I changed my major 3 times. I went in as a major for teaching, and then I didn't like it. So then I changed it to counseling. I didn't like it, and then I officially graduated with the human services major, and I loved it. Whatever. I was there for 5 years. I dormed. I was a party girl. I would go out every day. I would go out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I didn't give a shit. I would get drunk. I would talk to boys. I would hang out with my friends. We would go to the beach. Everything. I would do everything, anything that's anything. I literally lived my whole life in like in like 2 months, because I just did everything in undergrad. And those were like the best 5 years of my life. And that's where I met my boyfriend too in undergrad. So then, how do you call it? Oh yeah, so then when I was going to Dominguez, my family was, some people in my family were like, oh, like she's not going to graduate. She's not going to do it. Like all she does is party. She parties. And I'm like, and in my head, I would doubt myself too. I'm like, damn, I'm not even going to graduate. I'm going to stay here longer. I've already been here for 5 years and I'm still here. And I was like, yeah, they're right. I'm just like all about the party life. I'm not gonna, like, no way, like I'm not gonna get anywhere. And then I had a talk with somebody. I forgot who it was. And they're like, you need to stop doubting yourself, and you need to prove everybody wrong. You need to prove everybody wrong that you could do it. Oh, because in undergrad too, I did the same thing. I was 3.0 student my first year. And then second year when I dormed, I went from a 3.0 to a 3.0 to a 2.0. So it dropped down drastically. So that's when people were like, oh no, she's not going to make it, So then I met a friend, and she would like challenge me, and I'm still really close friends with her too. She would challenge me. So thanks to her, I honestly graduated with good grades. Well, good grades, but not the grades I thought I wanted. So whatever. So then people would always talk shit that I wasn't going to make it. And then I'm going to stop because just do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna apply for USC. Really want like this. Submit. And then I was like, okay, now to play the waiting game. I see the email from USC, and I was like, oh, I don't want to open it. I opened it, and all I see is the email, and it says, I opened it, and it says, congratulations. I was like, oh my God. Like literally like this. I was like, oh my God, I got it. And I started crying. I was crying and crying. I come home, I was like, "Ma, guess what? She's like, ¿chocaste? ¿Qué pasó?" And I was like, no. And I was like, I got into yours. Everybody was blowing up my phone, calling me to congratulate me. I posted it on Instagram right away, getting all these likes, and like, oh, congrats. And then you have those people that are like, what? You got in? You did it? Oh, well, if you could do it, it makes me feel better, gives me hope. Like, thank you. Like, happened. Like, people doubted me since high school. People doubted me from undergrad. Like, just all these doubts going on. All these people that were doubting me. It's like I proved all of you guys wrong. Not only did I prove them wrong, I hate when people stare at me, but I also proved myself wrong, because it's like whenever I took, oh my God, the first year, you guys, I wanted to drop out. I legit wanted to drop out. So far, I have a good GPA, I have good grades, I've had the time of my life. They just keep on staring at us, and I was like, where? And I was like, she's like, over there. She's like, do you know them? And I was like, no. And then I look again, and I was like, I was like, like, what? I was like, yes, I know him, but I don't know him. Like, I know of him. Well, can you guys take a lucky guess what it was? Dun dun dun. Yes, it was my ex-boyfriend's friend, the guy who thought I was dumb. And I'm just like, booyah, homie, we're in the same freaking school. Like, what's up? That just, oh my god, I love telling this story. Like, this story makes me so happy. I could say this story over and over and over again, and I could not stop smiling. Like, I was just like, my smile was from like here to here. I looked like the freaking Joker, just like you know, like, oh. And for him to see me here, it's just like amazing. I literally felt like Elle Woods from Legally Blonde, like when she meets that what's his name? No, it's not what's his name? What's like her boyfriend's name? I don't know, whatever her boyfriend's name is. And then she was like, oh, like it's hard. When he's like, oh, you got in, and she's like, yeah, like it's hard. That's what I felt like. I felt like her, and up to this day I still love talking about it. Like, don't doubt people, don't underestimate them. And I'm like, FaceTime, no sabe para qué, que se me pega mi carro. My first in my family to graduate with a master's, bachelor's, now a master's. The first in my family to have education, like a high-end like a whatever education, like whatever they call it. So I'm proud of myself. Oh, and I'm also the only one in my family who's not pregnant and doesn't have any kids. You know, like, you just don't expect people from Southgate to go to like good schools or to do good things in life or whatever, but we do. Like, people who grew up for everybody, like, and it's like, I remember when I started going to USC, my friends would tell me like, oh my god, I'm so proud of you, like, I look up to you, like, you motivate me. Like, that makes me feel so good about myself, and it makes me, but just like the moral of the story is like, I'm so proud of myself, of all my accomplishments, of almost graduating, of being that party girl who would ditch school a lot, who would just party, drink, go out with her friends, to getting bad grades, to almost graduating, to not graduating, to doing like all these like travesuras, and now to be where I am now is just like, I have so many goals in life that I really want to accomplish. Like, one of my biggest goals that I want in life is to be a public speaker. What did I say? A motivational speaker. Like, I want to go to high schools and motivate students, you know, like, I want to motivate and tell them, like, you know, I was you freaking 8 years ago, 9, 10 years ago. I was you. I was sitting down where you are now, thinking, damn, I had bad grades, I'm not going to go nowhere with my life, like, what's the point of even trying? Like, I want to tell those kids, there is something worth trying. There is something you could do about it. Like, don't give up on yourself. You could do so much. It'll just take longer, you know, like, don't give up on yourself. Guys, just to know that, like, even though if you party and you do all this and you do all that and you feel like you can't do it, you could do it. Like, look at me now. I'm doing it, you know. So it's like, I'm just so proud of myself and I just really want to talk about myself and how proud I am of myself. That's basically what this video is about. Like, nothing really big or exciting is happening in my life besides me crying every night and desvelándome and waking up at 5 in the morning every day to get to USC. FYI, I live in Riverside and I drive to USC, and then I drive to Anaheim. So it's like, I'm sacrificing myself to do so many things just because I really want to get this done. So you have to sacrifice yourself to do whatever it takes. So yeah, so I'm done talking about myself, and I'm gonna stop talking again because there's a lady passing. And this one, I was just like, I've been wanting to make this video just to talk about myself and to tell people to let people know how proud I am about myself and all my accomplishments that I have made. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, toodles.